He's here. Now, broadcasting from the underground command post, deep in the bowels of a hidden bunker, somewhere under the brick and steel of a nondescript building, we've once again made contact with our leader, Mark Levin.
So Michelle Obama has imposed these food standards on our children in public schools. She almost has this Eva Peron mentality, I think. I used to call Hillary Clinton Eva Peron. Remember that, Mr. Producer? Oh, yes. Almost got me in trouble, but then people learned that I made up these names all the time, and now people do it all the time. But I called her Eva Peron. But I think Michelle Obama is the new Eva Peron with her lunch standards, and like she knows something about this. She knows as much as I do. Eat carrots and celery. Yum, yum. But I'm going to tell you something. These students, they're showing us the way. Mark, what do you mean? I want you to listen to this because I hope it doesn't happen. I pray to God it doesn't happen. But if Obama's reelected, we're going to have to learn from these kids. They're showing us the way. Kyle Olson, Town Hall, complaints against Michelle Obama's new lunch menu mount. In Wisconsin, high school athletes are complaining about not getting enough to eat each day due to the skimpy new school lunch menu mandated by the U.S. Department of Agriculture and First Lady Michelle Obama. First of all, where does the Constitution empower her or that department to reach all the way down to every school, public school in this country, and set the menu? Are people in the local communities, are you incapable of overseeing this yourself? Is your school board incapable of doing this? Are your local administrators and principals, are they incapable of doing this? We need the Department of Agriculture and Michelle Obama to mandate who eats what, where, how, and when in our public school systems? That's tyranny right there. It's absurd. All right, let's move on, shall we? Let's see. Students across the country are complaining about the new school lunch regulations. This, by the way, is on the Drudge Report. He's got a headline there if you want to see it. Perhaps the real motive is to starve students into slimming down. Just ask students in Pierre, South Dakota, who are in an all-out revolt. Quote, I know a lot of my friends who are just drinking a jug of milk for their lunch. They're not getting a proper meal. Middle school student Samantha Gortmaker told KiloLand.com. Despite the fact that the new regulations have increased the cost of a lunch 20 to 25 cents per plate, it's not pleasing students. That sums up government right there. Price goes up. Price goes up. Quantity goes down. You're paying for less, and they're mandating it. Some are throwing away their vegetables while others are adapting to the rules by becoming industrious. In New Bedford, Massachusetts, students have created a black market for chocolate syrup. The kitty capitalists are smuggling in bottles of it and selling it by the squeeze, according to SouthCoastToday.com. So in other words, food is being brought into school and sold like drugs. All these idiots in Washington, and some of the idiot Republicans who've been endorsing this. Hey, what's wrong with this? A lot. Nancy Carvalho, Director of Food Services for New Bedford Public Schools, was quoted as saying that hummus and black bean salads have been tough sells in elementary cafeterias. Hummus and black bean salad. Are you kidding me? That means even smaller children are going through the day fighting hunger pains, which can never be considered a good thing. One government official tried to put the blame on the students. Quote, one thing I think we need to keep in mind as kids, they're still hungry, is that many children aren't used to eating fruits and vegetables at home, much less at school. So it's a change in what they are eating. If they're still hungry, it's that they're not eating all the food that's being offered, said USDA Deputy Undersecretary Janie Thornton. You know how many fat-ass bureaucrats there are at the Department of Agriculture and sitting around the White House serving on the staff of Michelle Obama? I know how we'll reduce obesity in our schools. We'll starve the children. We'll offer them hummus and black bean salads. Ms. Thornton just put her finger on the problem. The government's trying to impose a new diet that children are not accustomed to. It's not reasonable to expect them to either eat what the government deems healthy or go hungry. Many will opt to go hungry, and that's the government's fault. So chalk one up again for the Obama administration. Starving our public school children. How do you like that? Ladies and gentlemen, big government sucks. Everything it touches turns into crap. You got that, Ted Koppel? Write that one down. I'll be right back.
Mark Levin.